welcome back to our channel, and this week we'll speak about the subject of modern technology.
Wow, what a loaded topic. But before we're concerned about the smartphone usage of our children, we should look at ours.
So yes, you heard it, it starts with you first, but don't lose hope.
Because we'll look in this video about different ways how we can deal with this issue.
And actually, I don't have to tell you, we all know that we spend too much time on our phones. And spoiler alert, Shamira doesn't have a problem with her phone. How can this happen in this day and age? Stay with us until this end of the video and we'll let you know why. As adults, we know that spending too much on our phone is not healthy. But what about our kids? This is something we don't think about very often when we give them a tablet or a phone in their hands.
So the negative effects on our kids are, for example, decreased sensory stimulation,
weakening of communication and social skills,
increased risk of attention deficit,
sleep deprivation and weight gain,
impact on mental health, and many more. So we're not here to demonize modern technology at all, because they do have a lot of positive aspects. It's much more important to teach our children to use it responsibly.
And I'm sure you've seen it.
As we've seen it.
It's actually everywhere. In the restaurant, in the train. You see even kids nowadays in strollers watching a movie. The technology is everywhere in their hands.
You might have seen yourself in this story, but we don't want to put any shame on you, but show that there is a better way. So stay with us as we unwrap another alternative.
And the question is, how did those little devices take so much space in our lives?
Maybe because they're convenient babysitters. A very good question to ponder on is to ask ourselves, how often do we use the device reactively?
As a babysitter.
Because we might be frustrated or we just need a couple of minutes of calm. And then secondly, be prepared. Discuss those important questions with your spouse, or if you're a single parent, with a good friend, on how you want to introduce modern technology to your children. Questions like,
when should my kid have a phone?
And how often can you be on the phone?
How much game time should he have per day or per week?
If your child already has a phone, do you know what is communicated in the class chats?
And how does your child behave on social media? With whom is he chatting with, for example?
And what do they reveal about themselves? How about the online games your children play? Do you really know what it's about?
These kinds of questions and many more needs to be addressed. Actually would help you to be proactive in your parenting instead of being reactive.
And if you've decided that your child will get screen time and how much, let this be a planned time. Let it be proactive. And what we mean by planned and proactive is that you don't just hand your child the device when you're frustrated, but you have a set time that they can play during the week. Because if we're honest, it happens to all of us really, our kids are super persistent and they will stay on it until we'll hand it over to them in frustration. So by being proactive, we teach them that there is a set time and they don't need to whine until they finally get it.
And because we're very often under pressure, because everyone has the device around us, or everyone is watching that kind of movie, a very good question to ask is it age appropriate? And to ask yourself that question helps you to create your own guideline.
Because social media and games already have age restriction, this helps us and supports us in our decision making. So sometimes we don't know what it's about, but we as parents are advised to watch that movie, to see what this game is about, and just be informed about the things our kids want to play or watch. And we really want to encourage you to take that on you. It's our responsibility of parents to go ahead of them and see what their eyes see or what their ears hear. Because it's written in Luke 11:34, the eye is the lamp of your body. And when your eye is clear, your whole body is full of light. But when it's bad, your body is full of darkness.
And stay firm, be ready to be the mean one. Setting boundaries, it's in their best intention. And we know it's going to be challenging and frustrating to have screaming kids not happy with your decisions. But they will grow up and they will see that it was a blessing to give them boundaries.
And we're not looking to be their best friends now.
So obviously we still have to take our kids with us. So what's the alternative if we don't give them a device?
You can bring toys, you can bring books, be it to the grocery store or maybe to the doctor's office. Bring coloring pages for the restaurant. Just bring that backpack along instead of handing your child the device, which will be so much easier and yes, so much lighter than a backpack full of toys.
And did you know that creativity actually kicks in after 10 to 15 minutes of boredom? And boredom is a torture for us sometimes and uncomfortable for our children. It would be easier to hand them a device, but boredom will lead them to imagination and creativity.
So it's important for their development. On the contrary, the devices rob our kids from creativity. So next time your child is bored, take it as an opportunity for creativity.
And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Shamira doesn't have a problem with her phone, simply because she doesn't have a device.
And that's a personal choice.
And we shouldn't forget that we teach by example. So what are the limits that you put on your own use? The same that I ask about my children, do I use my device reactively?
If you found this video encouraging, and we do really hope it was empowering for you, but we will speak about this topic again because it's huge. Don't forget to join us weekly for practical and life-giving insight on this beautiful journey called parenthood. Until then, bye.